student. Today we are going to take our education class. In earlier class we have discussed the second chapter, but ultimately the remaining parts of the first chapter, aims of education, we shall discuss today. Aims of education. Regarding aims of education, basically there are so many aims. We have just mentioned this. Regarding aims of education, we have found so many aims of education. Number one, individual aims of education. Individual aim of education. Individual aim of education. EDU, education. Number two, social aim of education. Social aim of education. Social aim of education. Number three, vocational aim of education. Vocational aim of education. Vocational aim of education. Number four, democratic aims of education. Democratic aim of education. These are four main aims of education. Now, these are individual aims of education, or it is individualistic aims of education. Individual or individualistic aims of education. Social aim of education, socialistic aim of education. Next, third number, vocational aim of education, and fourth number, democratic aims of education. Now we shall discuss about what is individual aim of education. What do we mean by individual aims of education? Individual aims of education is one of the most important aim in education. It is one of the chief aim of education. Individual aims of education. The chief supporter of this individual aims of education was Sir Percy Nunn. Chief supporter, Sir Percy Nunn. Sir Percy Nunn is the or was the chief supporter of individual aim of education. According to him, or according to individual aims of education, development of individuality which involve the whole organism, that means whole organism means body, mind and spirit. Body, mind and spirit. Body, mind and spirit. Fostering the highest quality or degree of individual. Fostering the highest quality or degree of individual excellence. Individual excellence is the main aims of excellence is the main ideals of or main aims of individual aims of education. What I have fostering the highest degree according to individual aims of education. Fostering the highest degree. Fostering the highest degree of highest degree or highest quality of individual excellence. Degree of individual excellence. Individual excellence. Excellence is the main aim of education. That means, according to individual aims of education, what the total personality development of an individual is the chief aims of education according to individual aims of education. That means, in individual aims of education, personality of an individual, characteristics of an individual, attitude of the individual, motive of the individual, all kinds of attitude of an individual. That is the main motto of education according to individual aims of education. Actually, what each individual have some. Each individual is born with or have some qualities, certain potentialities, some qualities or certain potentialities or some qualities is born with certain potentialities or some qualities, and these are actually omitted when a baby comes into the family, or when a baby comes into the first time. Newborn baby, they have some, or each individual, or they have some certain potentialities or some qualities, but these are completely omitted in our body when the baby comes at first in our family. Ultimately, to fostering the potentialities or such types of qualities is the main aims of individual aim of education. Fostering the such types of qualities or potentialities, how to fostering such types of qualities in an appropriate aspect, that is the main motto of an individual aims of education. Do you understand? Individual aims, that means ultimately individual aims of education emphasize how to develop the inborn qualities, inborn potentialities of an individual. Do you know? That is actually individual aims of education. That as a whole we can say that according to individual aims of education, all-round development of the body, mind and spirit, all-round development of the body, mind and spirit of a child, that is included in the individual aims of education. Development of self-consciousness or all unique potentialities. Self-consciousness, development of self with all development of all with all unique qualities or potentialities is the main aim of education. According to the exponent or according to the supporter of individual aims of education. Development of all with all unique qualities. Development of all of an individual with all unique qualities is the main aim of the exponent according to the exponent or supporter of an individual aims of education. That means what we have understood, development of all unique qualities or potentialities is the main aim of according to individual aims of education. Who is the main supporter? They wanted to develop all the qualities of an individual in the society. How we can develop all the qualities of an individual in the society? That is the main aim of according to individual aims of education. In a simple word, that means individual aims of education basically based on what type of attitude, what type of qualities, what type of potentialities in our body, in our internal body, such types of qualities, how we can fostering such types of qualities. That is the main motto of an individual aims of education. Do you understand? Or how we can, according to individual aims of education, how we can adjust ourselves in our society. How we can adjust ourselves in our society or in our family, in our state, in our home or in our society. How we can adjust ourselves, such types of capacity. How we can adjust ourselves in our society, such types of qualities, internal potentialities may be focused, may be developed according to individual aims of education. That means through individual aims of education, we may adjust in any situation in the society. How we can adjust ourselves, such types of capacity may be focused according to the individual aims of education. Next, actually, how we can solve problems, how we can adjust ourselves, how we can adjust ourselves, how we can adjust ourselves, how we can solve any problem. Such types of capacity may be focused through individual aims of education. That means individual aims of education gives us some qualities, give us some efficiency through which we can adjust ourselves, through which we can solve any problem in our society. That is the main motto of an individual aims of education. Next, according to from the naturalist standpoint, or according to the viewpoint of naturalistic, means who are the chief supporter of nature. That is called naturalistic. Naturalistic standpoint, naturalistic viewpoint, standpoint or viewpoint, naturalistic standpoint or viewpoint. What the central aim of education, the central aim of education, central aim of education is the autonomous development. Education is the autonomous development. Of an individual. Autonomous development of an individual. Autonomous development of an individual. That means we have mentioned so many component or factors according to the individual aims of education. That means actually as a whole we can say that according to naturalistic viewpoint or according to the naturalistic standpoint, the central aim of education is the autonomous development of an individual. I have already mentioned you that all-round development of the body, mind and spirit, that is actually autonomous development of an individual. How we can develop the individual attitude, how we can develop the personality of an individual, how we can develop the body, mind and spirit of an individual. That is the main viewpoint according to naturalistic viewpoint, or according to naturalism, or according to naturalistic viewpoint. That means ultimately total personality of an individual. Total personality of an individual is the main focus or main aims, main focus or main attitude according to individual aims of education. This is the individual aim of education. Individual aims of education. Who is the chief supporter of individual aims of education? Try to remember this. Who is the chief supporter of individual aims of education? Sir Percy Nunn. Sir Percy Nunn is the chief supporter of an individual aims of education. Try to remember this. This is the, in a short form, this is the individual aims of education. Next, we shall discuss about social aim of education. Social aim of education or socialistic aims of education. Socialistic aims of education. According to individual aims of education, what happened? The total personality of an individual. Total personality of an individual. Total personality of an individual. Of an individual, total personality of an individual, how he can develop, how he can focus all total personality of an individual, total personality, total attitude of an individual. That is the main motto according to individual aims of education. But according to social aims of education, who is the chief supporter of individual aims of education? Who is the chief supporter of social aims of education? Social aims of education, chief supporter John Dewey. John Dewey is the chief supporter of individual social aims of education. Social aims of education. Who is the chief supporter? Who is the chief exponent of social aims of education? John Dewey. According to him, John Dewey advocated the aims of education. What is social aims of education? According to this social aims of education, there must be awareness, or in his view, education is the regulation of the process to share, of the process to share. What? John Dewey, according to in his view, education is the regulations of the process to share in the social consciousness. To share in the social consciousness. Awareness, consciousness or awareness, social awareness. Without social awareness or consciousness, individual cannot develop. There must be social consciousness or social awareness. Without social awareness or social consciousness, personality of an individual cannot focus in the society. That means ultimately according to zone view or according to viewpoint of social aims of education, that means what? That means without society, without social consciousness or social awareness, we cannot develop. We cannot develop our personality in the society. We must, according to zone view, we must understand, we must understand, we must understand, we must understand the society. I mean, society. We must understand the society. Without society, man cannot or individual cannot develop what type of attitude, focus of an individual, or what type of inborn qualities, such types of inborn qualities may focus through society. So, social aims of education, according to social aims of education or socialistic aims of education, they wanted to develop all the personalities, all the character, all the motives, all the interests of an individual through appropriate environment of the society. Without society, we cannot live alone, because we are social animal. Human beings are social animal. Without society, man cannot live alone. So what type of attitude may focus? There must be society. Without society, individual personality cannot be developed. So, according to social aims of education or socialistic viewpoint, they wanted to develop the concept of society, or they wanted to develop the concept of social aim of education. That means society. Regarding adjustment of an individual, without the adjustment of an individual or adjustment with person to person, there must be adjustment of person to person, there must be society, there must be concept of society. Without concept of society, adjustment of an individual to individual, it is not possible. Human beings are by nature social. So, human being by nature social. We are, when we born, from that time, when a newborn baby comes into the family for first time, everything of an individual, adjustment capacity, behavior, discipline, motives, culture, rules and regulations, etc. can be acquired through appropriate environment. Such types of appropriate environment we can get through society. That means without society, men cannot live alone. There must be society to develop all the qualities of an individual. That is actually social aims of education. Development of social efficiency, development of social efficiency, development of social efficiency, development of social efficiency, skill, etc. Help in social adjustment. Help in social adjustment. Social adjustment. Ultimately, what happened? Social adjustment. Development of a society makes one concerned about the welfare of the of an individual. Welfare of an individual is possible through others. These are possible through social aims of education. So many to maintain in a democratic country like us, each and every individual must develop socially. Without society, we cannot develop individual attitude. Ultimately, what happened? According to social aims of education, what type of attitude of an individual, what type of characters of personality characteristics, culture, rules and regulation, etc. may be focused through society. Though individual aims of education wanted to emphasize the development of an individual according to aims of individual, but according to social aims of education, they wanted to all the development of an individual, all the development of the individual, all the personality of an individual, all the rules and regulations, all the cultures of a society that can be possible, that can be focused through society. Or that means without society, man cannot focus his personality. Actually, there are difference between individual and social aims of education. Social aims of education and individual aims of education, these are actually correlated. It is not contradictory, but it is correlated. And there are so many differences also. There are so many differences between individual and social aims of education. Social aims of education wanted to develop the environment, appropriate environment in the society. Through social aims of education wanted to develop the concept of society, An individual aims of education wanted to develop the personality of an individual. So, regarding this purpose, there are so many relationships and there are differences also. Without society, man cannot live alone, and man cannot live alone without society. Individual and without society, man cannot live alone. And without individual, society is not meaningless. As for example, suppose relationship between students and teachers. Relationship between students and teachers is possible in an appropriate environment. Without students, teachers is meaningless, and without teachers, students are meaningless. There is intimate relationship between teachers and students. Like that, there is intimate relationship between individual aim of education and social aim of education. So, regarding this purpose, individual aims of education and social aims of education, actually, it is the two sides of one coin. It is not contradictory, but it is complementary. It has intimate relationship. It has no contradictory. But though there is relationship between individual and social aims of education, ultimately there are difference also. There is difference also between individual and social aims of education. Individual aims of education wanted to develop the concept of individual, and social aims of education, according to social aims of education, wanted to develop the concept of society. When individual aims of education emphasize to develop the individual, some individual become self-consciousness. That means actually it is called selfish. Individual, according to individual aims of education, when we emphasize to develop the concept of individual aims of education, what happens? It gives emphasis on the development of inner potentialities of an individual. That is, they become selfish. There are, according to individual aims of education, it makes indiscipline and lack of social feelings and skill. But according to individual aims of education, the development of an individual is completely ignored. According to social aims of education, development of an individual is completely ignored according to social aims of education. And realization of self is completely ignored according to social aims of education. Treated individual as a machine. These are difference between individual aims of education and social aims of education. Now, though we have discussed about individual aims of education and social aims of education, already what is individual aims of education? Individual aims of education wanted to develop all the personality of an individual. And social aims of education as a society, as human beings are by nature, human beings are by nature society social. So, what type of attitude can be developed? It can be developed through appropriate situation, through the appropriate situation, appropriate environment, appropriate situation, appropriate environment. That means there must be society. Without society, man cannot develop. These are difference, these are relationship between individual and social aims of education. Let us stop today. Next we shall discuss again. Thank you.